Welcome back, guys, to the Andrew Delich podcast. This episode, I'll be alone. Reality check with sports. As you guys know, the Ballon d'Or just happened. Ousmane fucking Dembélé won the Ballon d'Or. Like I predicted, I did many episodes with Luca and Hassan. Shout out Luca, Dorado, and Hassan about soccer. And we had this debate many times. Who's going to win the Ballon d'Or? In my opinion, it was always between Lamine Yamal, Ousmane Dembélé. Pedri, in my opinion, should have been third. He didn't finish. Maybe Rafinha and Pedri. I mean, those two were pretty close. Maybe Rafinha was a bit better because, he's a striker and a winger. And technically, sometimes we tend to give Ballon d'Ors more to wingers than to central midfielders like Pedri. But if Pedri would have finished third, I wouldn't be surprised because he had an amazing season. And he is the best midfielder on planet Earth. There's no debate there. But guys, let's get back to the Ballon d'Or. Ousmane Dembélé won. Now, in my opinion, just like last year with Rodri and Vini, it was really close. Rodri won, sure, why not? If Vini would have won, sure, why not? That's how close both of those Ballon d'Or wins were. That's why I wasn't really surprised when Rodri won, just as I'm not surprised that Dembélé won this season. In my opinion, if I was a guy who gives the Ballon d'Or, last year I would have given it to Vini, and this year I would have given it to Dembélé. That's my personal opinion. So this year, I'm not surprised that he won. He deserves it. Yes, Lamine Yamal and Dembélé were really, really fucking close. And just behind them, you had Rafinha, you had Vitinha, Pedri, Mohamed Salah, and the other players. We're gonna get into it later. I have the full list of the Ballon d'Or winners. Not the winners, but the top 25, top 30 of this Ballon d'Or ceremony. But in my opinion, just what happened, Dembélé should have won. He was the best player, not by far, really close to Lamine Yamal, but at the end, in my opinion, Ousmane Dembélé had a better season altogether and was slightly a better player than Lamine Yamal. Now, guys, Ousmane fucking Dembélé, he's a dirty player. He's one hell of a fucking good player, Ousmane Dembélé. He's really fucking good. Don't get it twisted. Some people still underestimate him. Yes, before, now he's 27, 28. Before, when he was at Barcelona, he wasn't playing his best. I admit it. Even I was saying, yes, he would play one game out of 20 games really fucking well, and the rest of the games he'll play really fucking badly. It'd be like day and night. Two completely different opposite worlds it will be between when Ousmane Dembélé was at Barcelona. I agree. I said it many times on my podcast, and I said it many times with my friends and just in general, but since what I said with my friends in the past isn't recorded, and my podcasts are recorded, that's why I'm laying on what I said on my podcast. Because then I have proof, right? So yes, Dembélé fucking deserves this Ballon d'Or. Lamine Yamal was insane, even though Dembélé, it's quite surprising. I'm not going to lie. It's surprising that Dembélé won a Ballon d'Or in his career. Neymar never won one. But even if Dembélé won a Ballon d'Or, he'll never, ever be better than Neymar Jr. And if you know football, you'll never, ever rate Ousmane Dembélé above Neymar Jr. Even though Dembélé has a Ballon d'Or and Neymar doesn't, I don't give a fuck. Dembélé will never, ever be better than Neymar Jr. do Brasil, dos Santos, whatever his name is. He'll never be better than Neymar. Never, ever. Neymar is top 10 of all time when it comes to footballing abilities, style, and just level and capabilities and capacities on the pitch. He's top 10 of all time. Now, if we add accomplishments, he's not top 10 of all time. But if we talk purely about skills and potential and talent, he's top 10 of all time, Neymar. There's no debate. He's maybe 8th or 9th. He's that good. But yes, I heard many people say on Instagram, many memes, I guess we can call them. Yeah, memes. Of people saying Neymar must be pissed right now. He had to compete with prime Messi and prime Ronaldo to win a Ballon d'Or, which is fucking true. That's why Neymar never won a Ballon d'Or, because if Ronaldo and Messi would have never existed, or if they wouldn't have existed in Neymar's time period, Neymar would have won Ballon d'Ors. That's a fact. He would have won plural Ballon d'Ors. That's a fact. But since Neymar came in the worst time, in the worst era, he came in Messi's prime and Ronaldo's prime. Cristiano Ronaldo. Broski, forget about it. You're not touching a Ballon d'Or. Forget about it. Of course, he could have won a Ballon d'Or because Neymar right now is 31, 32. So right now, technically, if he was more serious and less injury prone and more serious in practice, he would have won more Ballon d'Ors. He would have at least won one Ballon d'Or, but his work ethic is shit. His mentality is shit. He never did what had to get done. He didn't want to practice. His diet was shit, probably. I'm not sure, but his diet was probably shit. It wasn't as good as Ronaldo or Messi's. That I'm sure of that. Of course, like I said, Dembele will never be better than Neymar. Never, ever. But Neymar, he came in the worst time. If Neymar was in his prime right now, he would have won the Ballon d'Or. He would have had like 2 or 3 Ballon d'Ors. But since he fucked around, he wasn't serious. He went to Saudi Arabia. Now he's playing in Brazil and Santos. I mean, and there's no one else to blame but himself. There's no one he can blame. God gave him all the talent in the world. He had all the opportunities. He played at Barcelona under Messi, and Messi gave him all the chance in the world to become the best player. Messi is not egoistic. He's not going to say, oh no, fuck you, Neymar. I'm going to be the main player for the rest of my career at Barcelona. Messi wasn't egoistic. Even if Neymar would have won a Ballon d'Or while Messi was in Barcelona, Messi would have just been happy. Now, if Neymar would have been playing with Ronaldo at Real Madrid, different story. But that's an if. With ifs, we can put Paris in a bottle. So we're not going to talk about ifs. So at the end of the day, when Neymar played at Barcelona with Messi, Messi gave him all the liberty on the pitch. Messi let Neymar shine. Messi's intentions were never to bring Neymar down, and it never happened because Messi's a sweetheart. He's a sweetheart, right? That's why he helped Suarez a lot on the pitch and Neymar on the pitch a lot, Messi. And fucking Messi's the greatest of all time. But he has no ego, right? He only cares about his team winning and bringing the best out of each player on his team. That's what Lionel Andres Messi does. And that's why he's a fucking GOAT. Not only that, but also how he plays. He's a fucking GOAT. But like I said, Dembele won the Ballon d'Or. In my opinion, he deserves it. He should have won it like he did because past season, he was the best player on planet Earth, man. It's just a fact. Now, Lamine Yamal was really close, but hey, Dembele was slightly better, in my opinion, than Lamine Yamal. Okay, and there's this quote from Olivier Giroud, who is Dembele's French teammate in the French national team. I'm not sure if Giroud still plays in the French national team. Maybe I can check it out. I'm not sure. But they played together. And he said, I'm quoting Olivier Giroud right now, he said, I never thought Ousmane Dembélé could win the Ballon d'Or. I agree, bro. Now, I'm not diminishing that he won the Ballon d'Or. I said it in the beginning of the episode. He fucking deserves it. But I never would have thought that Ousmane Dembélé would have ever won a Ballon d'Or, man. And like I said, because of his past mistakes and because he's 28 right now, and I never would have thought, when he was 23, 24, I was like, oh, he fucked up his career. Like yes, crazy talent, one of the greatest talents of all time, the only player who can dribble with both feet. Never ever saw that in my life. But I agree with Giroud. I never would have thought that Ousmane Dembélé could win the Ballon d'Or. I knew he had the potential and the talent for it, but I never thought that he would have actually mounted to that talent and actually reached his full potential of winning a Ballon d'Or. But at PSG, he went fucking crazy. Thanks to Lucho Enrique, thanks to the team, thanks to his wife, thanks to many aspects that happened in his life. But he always had the potential and the talent to win the Ballon d'Or. There's no debate there. But I never would have thought that he would have lived up to his potential and win a Ballon d'Or. So hey, Ousmane Dembélé, congrats, man. You won the Ballon d'Or, meaning you're the greatest player on planet Earth currently, even though we still know it's still Lionel Andres Messi. Messi should have won this Ballon d'Or again. As long as Messi is a professional player, and as long as Messi's on the pitch, he deserves a Ballon d'Or. Every single year Messi plays, he deserves a Ballon d'Or. That's a fact. Don't get angry at me. That's just a fact. He's the greatest player on planet Earth. There's no debate. Now here I'm going to pull up the Ballon d'Or list. The top 30. I'm going to do it. Why not? Let's have fun this episode. Okay, so number 30 for the Ballon d'Or this year, it was Michael Olise. Number 29 was Florian Wirtz. Number 28 was Virgil van Dijk. Number 27 was Declan Rice. Number 26 was Erling Haaland. Number 25 was Denzel Dumfries. Number 24 was Fabian Ruiz. Number 23 was Jude Bellingham. Maybe that's a bit low for him. I know he didn't have the best season, but still, Jude Bellingham is one of the best midfielders on planet Earth and one of the best players on planet Earth. Maybe that's a bit low for Jude Bellingham. Number 22 was Alexis McAllister. Number 21 was Serhou Guirassy. Guirassy over Bellingham, that's a bit crazy. Number 20 was Lautaro Martinez, Argentina papi. Number 19 was João Neves. Number 18 was Scott McTominay. Number 17 was Robert Lewandowski. Number 16 was Vinicius Jr. Number 15 was Victor Gyökeres. Oof, I don't agree. Gyökeres over Bellingham and Vinicius and Lewandowski and McTominay. Okay, maybe over McTominay. Okay, why not? Maybe also over Lewandowski. But Gyökeres over Bellingham and over Vinicius Jr., that's crazy. Nah, that's crazy. Even though I'm a Barca fan, I can admit it. That's crazy, boys. And then number 14, Desire Doué. He deserves to be number 14, maybe even higher. Number 13, Harry Kane. Deserves it. Number 12, Kvaradona. Deserves it. Number 11, Pedri. That's crazy. Yo, number 11, Pedri. Pedri deserves to be in the top 5 Ballon d'Or this season. Number 11 is crazy. He deserves easily to be in the top 5 this year for the Ballon d'Or. Pedri. He deserves it. Number 10, Nuno Mendes. Number 9, Gianluigi Donnarumma. Number 8, Cole Palmer. Number 7, Kylian Mbappe. Number 6, Achraf Hakimi. Number 5, Rafinha. Mbappe, I would have put Mbappe over Hakimi, to be honest. I would have put Mbappe over Hakimi. First of all, Hakimi is a right back. No disrespect to my right backs and my left backs, to my full backs. But you're not over Kylian Mbappe. Achraf Hakimi, that's a bit crazy. Number 5, Rafinha. Number 4, Mohamed Salah. Let me pause it here. Rafinha had a better season and a better year than Mohamed Salah. To put Mohamed Salah above Rafinha in the Ballon d'Or list is fucking crazy. It's crazy. It's ludicrous. It shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't be happening. I'm sorry, but that's a fact. Rafinha should be over Mohamed Salah in the Ballon d'Or. Number 4, Mohamed Salah. 3, Vitinha. I wouldn't put Vitinha. I mean, you have Vitinha at 3, and then you have Pedri at 11. Yes, I said it many times on my podcast. Vitinha and Pedri are really close. Pedri is better than Vitinha. I'm going to say it how it is. Pedri is better than Vitinha. That's a fact. Vitinha is amazing. Pedri is better. And to put Vitinha above Rafinha, okay, maybe. But Salah above Rafinha is crazy. Salah should be like 11th. Pedri should be 5th and 4th, and Salah should be 11th. Second, Lamine Yamal, fucking 17 years old. Now he's 18, but for the most of the season, he was 17. Yo, Lamine Yamal finishing second in the Ballon d'Or at 18 and 17. That's fucking crazy, man. And first, Ousmane Dembélé. Actually, you know what? I'm alone in this episode. Let me see if I can call Luca, get a little bit of his thoughts on the Ballon d'Or. Let's see if he picks up. Yo, Luca.
Okay.
Je fais un pari live, je suis tout seul. We just need your thoughts on a couple of things.
Okay, go quick.
Okay, so Lamine Yamal finished second in the Ballon d'Or. Dembélé finished first. What are your thoughts?
Jacinthe, il me parle de son podcast. Jacinthe, il n'y a pas rapport, c'est André. What are my thoughts? I think Dembélé had the best season, but if we're going for the best player, it's Lamine.
Ooh, okay. I agree. I see that. Okay, last question. What are your thoughts on this? Mohamed Salah finished 4th, Rafinha 5th.
That's crazy.
That's fucking crazy.
But I think the biggest robbery of the Ballon d'Or is Rafinha finishing 5th. I don't know what happened there. That's fucking bonkers.
Rafinha finished 5th and Pedri finished 11th. And Salah finished
crazy.
4th.
I think Vitinha finished 3rd.
Yeah, Vitinha 3rd.
Yeah, that's a little bit crazy. But I think because PSG had such a great season, that's why they went crazy. I think Nuno Mendes finished 10th.
Yeah, Nuno Mendes finished over Pedri. And Hakimi finished 6th. 2 fullbacks finishing over Pedri.
Yeah, but that's because PSG had a crazy season. That's why they're like overhyped. And it's, you know what? It's in fucking France, that Ballon d'Or shit. So
yeah, it's France. It's France football, right?
There you go.
Okay, but do you think that Dembélé deserves a Ballon d'Or?
Yeah, he had the best season.
Okay.
Yeah, he had the best season.
Okay, but Lamine Yamal finishing second at 17-18 is fucking insane.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, bro. And like, who's the favorite for next year and the 5 next years?
Lamine Yamal. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, thank you, Luca. Thanks for your thoughts.
No problem.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
So that was Luca, guys, the GOAT. He gave us his thoughts. What he said, I agree 100%. And that's what I said just before he came onto the episode. It is what it is. Okay, next quote. is from a guy who wrote something on Twitter. Now I'm pretty sure I'm going to disagree, and I think this is kind of ludicrous. He said, Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah will probably retire without a Ballon d'Or. Yet Ousmane Dembélé, who's been shit for years, scored a few goals in the Uber Eats League and will have one. What a farce of an award. I disagree 1 million fucking percent. I disagree 1 million percent. Okay, Mohamed Salah was, maybe he had better longevity than Dembélé. Yes, he had better longevity than Dembélé. But Dembele's prime, Mohamed Salah's prime, when it comes to purely footballing abilities, Mohamed Salah just runs fast and scores goals. That's it. Nothing else. He runs fast and he scores goals. That's what Mohamed Salah does. That's what he does. Get angry at me all you want. That's what he does. He runs fast. He does a cheap cut inside and then scores. That's what he fucking does. Or he fakes to cut and he keeps going straight and then someone fucking fouls him and he gets a penalty. That's what Mohamed Salah does. And Virgil van Dijk, he's a center back. No disrespect to my defenders, but he's a center back. Virgil van Dijk cannot be winning a Ballon d'Or and then Ousmane Dembélé not having one after the season that Dembélé had. That's fucking crazy. So, to the guy who wrote this, because that was fucking crazy from you, but that was crazy take. I disagree 1000% because, yes, it makes sense that Ousmane Dembélé has a Ballon d'Or over Van Dijk and over Salah, and that both of them don't have one. And not only that, when Salah was in his prime and when Van Dijk was in his prime, Messi and Ronaldo existed. So already there, forget about it. They're not winning a Ballon d'Or over Messi or Ronaldo. That's just fucking ludicrous. Even Van Dijk finishing second in 2019 was a bit crazy. 6 points behind Messi is a bit crazy. But hey, I said what I said. Okay, so rankers, they ranked their top 100 athletes of all time. First is Michael Jordan. Second is Muhammad Ali. Third is Lionel Messi. Fourth is Michael Phelps. Fifth is Usain Bolt. Sixth is Babe Ruth. Seventh is Roger Federer. Eighth is LeBron James. Ninth is Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson over Floyd Mayweather? Nah, that's crazy. I think Mayweather is better than Mike Tyson. I mean, he was heavyweight and he was fucking one of the greatest boxers of all time. He was fucking crazy. But let's get back to the top three. Jordan, Ali, Messi. I disagree. Messi should be first. Why? Because if we look at which sport is the most popular sport on planet Earth? Football, soccer, in North America, how we call it. It's football, right? And Messi is the greatest of all time by far. Now, if we look at who was the most dominant in his sport, it's probably Wayne Gretzky. I'm from Canada. I don't watch hockey, but most of my friends watch hockey and they fucking love hockey. And they tell me that the GOAT, it's undeniable in hockey. It's Wayne Gretzky. No one even compares to Wayne Gretzky. That's why if we look at pure domination, it's between Michael Phelps and Wayne Gretzky. But if we look at who's the biggest GOAT in the biggest sport in the world, it's Lionel Andres Messi. It should be Messi. Where's Ronaldo in this fucking thing? Cristiano Ronaldo, 14th. Maybe Ronaldo should be 95th. Maybe he should be 95th. I'm joking. That's a bit too much. I don't want to hate too much on Ronaldo. I love him. I have nothing but respect for Ronaldo, but he's not like Messi. Tom Brady is 19th. Pele 18th. Okay. Magic Johnson 16th. Where's LeBron James? LeBron James is 8th. And Michael Jordan is first. So they're saying that rankers are saying that Michael Jordan is better than LeBron James. Hey, I don't know too much about basketball, but maybe he is. But all my friends tell me that LeBron James is better. But all my older friends, 35 and up, they all say that Michael Jordan is better. So hey, I don't know. It's still yet to see. Okay, so Fatimata, Ousmane Dembele's mother, she said after Ousmane Dembélé won the Ballon d'Or, she said, we'll take it everywhere. This Ballon d'Or, even to Senegal, this is the Ballon d'Or of all of Africa. Alhamdulillah. Okay, chill out. I mean, yeah, he won the Ballon d'Or. That's fucking insane, but chill out. Like, he won the Ballon d'Or. It's not a Ballon d'Or for Africa. He's born in France. He's raised in France. Yes, his roots are African, but like, it's not that deep. He won a Ballon d'Or. Fucking Modric won one. Lewandowski won one. It's not that deep. He won the Ballon d'Or. Yeah, he was the best player. But now to take it to this is the Ballon d'Or for Africa. Chill out. But yes, I understand her passion, her enthusiasm. Her son just won the Ballon d'Or. Of course, she's fucking happy and proud of him, as she should be. And like I said, crazy, man. So Eden Hazard recently said, I'm quoting him, they want to be like me. but they're not going to be like me. This was Eden Hazard on players who idolize him. Now, guys, Eden Hazard was fucking insane in his prime. Yo, Eden Hazard was something in his prime, man. Oh my God, what a fucking good player Eden Hazard was. Holy shit, he was good, man. Yo, he was the closest player we had to Messi when it came to dribbling. When it came to purely dribbling, excluding Maradona, he was the closest player we had to Messi in the 2010s. I mean, broski. Yo, Eden Hazard in his prime was fucking... He was a menace on the pitch. Now, in my opinion, he's not as good as Neymar was. Neymar was here, but Eden Hazard was just slightly below Neymar when it comes to purely footballing abilities. That's how good Eden Hazard was, man. He's probably, in my opinion, he's better than Kevin De Bruyne. Very close, but I think Hazard is a bit better. He's the greatest Belgian player of all time, Eden Hazard. One of the greatest European players of all time. When it comes to purely footballing abilities, bro, he was just insane, bro. He was crazy good, man, Eden Hazard. Crazy good. I mean, there's nothing to add, bro. If you know football, if you watch Eden Hazard in his prime, which was mostly in Chelsea, which was actually just in Chelsea, yo, he was fucked up good, man. On the left wing, man, dribbling, pace, cutting inside, cutting out. Oh, bro, he was just so fucking good, Eden Hazard. So I agree 50-50 with his take because I mean, there will be players better than Eden Hazard, but he's top 1% of all time, Eden Hazard. His talent is top 1% of all time, and that's how fucking good he was. Okay, so recently Rio Ferdinand said on a podcast, he said, and I'm quoting him, I hear Barcelona and Spanish media talking about Rafinha, why he finished 5th. And the whole build-up to the Ballon d'Or, they didn't mention Rafinha once. It was all Lamine Yamal. Now they are saying Rafinha deserved better, but the truth is Rafinha got no support. Yes, of course, they were talking about Lamine Yamal in the beginning. Why? Because we all knew Rafinha wasn't winning. We all knew, I mean, yes, he had a crazy season, but we all knew it was between Dembélé and Lamine Yamal. We all knew that, right? We all knew it was between Lamine Yamal and Dembélé. We all knew that. So that's why we weren't talking much about Rafinha. And we were all pretty sure that Rafinha was going to finish 3rd. In my opinion, I would have put Rafinha 3rd, and I was ready to bet that the top 3 was going to be Dembélé, Lamine Yamal, and then Rafinha. Like, I was really confident on placing a bet like that. But the reason why the Spanish media is having an outrage right now after we saw the list for the Ballon d'Or contenders is because Rafinha finished 5th and Mohamed Salah finished 4th and Vitinha finished 3rd. Vitinha and Mohamed Salah didn't have a better season than Rafinha. I'm sorry, it's a fact. They didn't have a better season than Rafinha. That's a fact. That's why there's so much outrage. Now, Dembélé winning over Lamine Yamal, no outrage. It was really close, but Dembélé had a slightly better season. No outrage there, in my opinion. But the real outrage in this 2025 Ballon d'Or win and just list in general was Rafinha and Vitinha finishing over Rafinha. It was Mohamed Salah and Vitinha finishing over Rafinha. That's outrageous. That's outrageous. I'm not going to lie. It's just outrageous, man. That's why there's so much talk of Spanish media and all of it because it's just crazy, man. Did I have other pictures regarding football? I think I saved. I never thought Ousmane Dembélé, cameras, no, something else. Okay, no, that was it for soccer. Now let's do a little bit of philosophy and getting to be a better person for who you already are. But we can always improve. No matter who you are, you can always improve and reach to be the best version of yourself because no one is perfect and no one will ever be perfect. So recently, I just made a big realization about myself, and I feel like 99% of people is the same. I don't care about getting rejected. I don't care about facing failure. What I truly care about, deeply in my soul, is never shooting my shot and never actually trying to achieve my biggest dreams and my biggest goals. If at the end I fail and I face rejection, I don't care if I know that I tried my best and I did everything that was in my possibility, in my everything that I could do. As long as I feel like I did my best and I tried my best in every aspect and every goal achieving that I try to achieve, and even if I fail or even if I don't succeed, I'll be proud of myself because I'll say I tried my best and I gave it my all. That's all that matters. That's what I realized recently. I realized that I don't really care if I get rejected or if I face failure. What I do care about is never shooting my shot, never trying my best, never doing my best, and not being relentless until the day I die. When I die, then I'll rest and then I'll stop chasing my dreams and my goals. But until then, the only thing I care about is not results. It's not results. I don't care if I fail. I don't care if I face rejection. I don't give a fuck. It's going to happen. That's life. I'm human. We're all human beings. No one's perfect. What I truly care about is not shooting my shot to the max, not running after my dreams full throttle to the max, and not being relentless. That's what I truly fear and care about the most deeply in my soul. That's what I care about the most, man. If I'm being honest, man, that's what I care about the most. Okay, so recently Canada said with Mark Carney, a bit of politics, he said, Canada commits to providing 1 year of income for LGBTQ refugees. Do you guys know what a refugee is? A refugee? My parents are refugees, meaning that they came from a war-torn country as refugees. As refugees here in Canada. My parents are refugees here in Canada. They come from Yugoslavia, ex-Yugoslavia. There was a war, a civil war between Serbia, Bosnia, Croatia, Macedonia, Montenegro, Kosovo, Slovenia. There was 6, 7 countries, 7 if you count Kosovo. I count Kosovo as a country, even though I'm Serbian. Kosovo is a country, it's its own independent country. There was a civil war. That's why my parents came to Canada, because they wanted to flee their home country of ex-Yugoslavia, which was a civil war. That's what a refugee is. If you're an LGBTQ member, you're not a refugee. You're just either lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, or queer. LGBTQ. L, lesbian, G, gay, B, bisexual, T, trans? Yeah, Q, queer. That's what LGBTQ stands for. You're not a refugee. You're just part of a minority group when it comes to sexual orientation and sexual identity. You're just part of a minority group. You're not a refugee. I'm born in Canada. I'm considered Serbian Canadian, second generation Serbian. I'm not a refugee. My parents are refugees. I'm not. I'm born here. I'm raised here. There was never a civil war in Canada. There was never a war. And I never faced political persecution living in Canada. So I'm not a refugee. A refugee is someone who faces political, what did I just say? Getting fucked up politically. That's what a refugee is. My parents faced that when they faced a civil war. As Serbians living in Sarajevo, my dad, he faced that. So he's a refugee. My mom, a Serbian from Serbia, she also fled that country because of fucking political instability in that country and a civil war. They were facing political persecution. That was the word I was looking for. They faced political persecution. That's what a refugee is. My parents are refugees. I'm not. So just like myself, not being a refugee, people in the LGBTQ society here in Canada, they're not refugees. If someone is part of the LGBTQ community in a Arab Muslim country where it's illegal to be gay or bisexual or lesbian or trans or queer, and you flee a country because of your sexual orientation, because of your sexual identity, and then you come to Canada because in fear of getting persecuted in your home country for your sexual orientation and for just being part of the LGBTQ community, then you'll be a refugee because you're fleeing a country in fear of political persecution. I know all Muslim countries, all Arab countries it's illegal to be part of the LGBTQ community. It's illegal to be gay. It's illegal to marry a man. It's illegal for a woman to marry a woman. It's illegal for a man to marry a man. It's just illegal to be part of the LGBTQ community. Then you're a refugee. But if you're part of the LGBTQ community here in Canada, where it's not illegal, you're allowed to be lesbian, you're allowed to be gay, you're allowed to be trans, whatever, You're not a refugee because you're here in Canada where it's not illegal and where you don't face political persecution. So there shouldn't get money as refugees. That's my thoughts. And I know Canada and some people have other thoughts, but hey, it is what it is. Let me call my dad and see what are his thoughts on this. I call Luca. Let me see if I can call my dad and ask him what his thoughts are on this. Yeah, let's see. Fuck it. If he doesn't want to answer, he's not going to answer. If he wants to answer and give his thoughts, let's see what he has to say about this. Let's see if he answers. This is going to be fun. Ah, bro, he fucking canceled the call. Fucking pussy. You answer, bro. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Evo. I'm doing a podcast right now, and we want to have your thoughts on a certain topic. I'm going to say the topic. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but if you want to, you can answer. Are you ready? Hello. 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 Yeah, does he hear me? Hello. Let me call him back. Let me call him back. Hello.
Hello.
Do you hear me?
Yes, I could hear you even before.
Okay, because I couldn't hear you.
Okay, I can hear you.
Okay, so I'm gonna say the topic and you say if you want to give your thoughts, you give them. If you don't, just hang up.
Okay.
So Canada commits to providing 1 year of income for LGBTQ refugees.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on that? Do you want to add?
My thoughts are this. Even those people are not realizing it's not good for them. It won't help them. They will just become even worse, right? They will not put any effort in their life, and you cannot live like that. And not to mention like millions and millions of dollars of our taxpayer money going in the bullshit, right? It's not good when you give somebody and that somebody is not doing anything to deserve that. It's not natural. It's not good for them, and it's even worse for us. That's my thoughts.
Perfect. Thank you for your thoughts. I'm gonna leave you here. Thank you, boss. Zach Attack. Thank you. Take care. So guys, the boss, Zach Attack, responded. I gave my thoughts. He gave his thoughts. Let's just leave it like that. Okay, so Charlie Kirk once said on Twitter, he said, to be a Christian means to forgive the inexcusable because God has forgiven the inexcusable in you. That's true. I'm a big Christian. I was born and raised as a Christian, and I'll always be a Christian, and I am right now a big Christian. And it's true. To be a Christian, it's all about forgiveness. Christianity is all about forgiveness, acceptance, and loving one another as your own brother and sister. That's what Christianity is all about. You gotta forgive the inexcusable in others because God has forgiven the inexcusable in you. No one is perfect. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. He's not perfect. No one's perfect. I don't care who the fuck you are, how rich you are, how famous you are, how accomplished you are. No one is fucking perfect. No one. I know Trump said in his speech in the memorial of Charlie Kirk's funeral, he said that unlike Erica Kirk, he doesn't forgive Charlie Kirk's killer and he wishes the worst upon his enemies. For me, that was funny. Now, I'm not sure how serious he was regarding that, but a true Christian is all about forgiving others. But it's not about letting others walk all over you. That's just being a stupid Christian. Forgive others, but know how to fucking put them back in their place, know how to tell them no, and know how to make people pay for their actions. All actions have consequences. Bad actions have bad consequences. Good actions have good consequences. Simple math? Yes. That's how life is done. That's how it's just done in general. But to be a Christian means to forgive the inexcusable in others because God has forgiven the inexcusable in yourself. That's true. But doesn't mean that we should allow others to walk all over us and do whatever they want without fear of retaliation or without fear of getting persecuted if they do something bad. No, we'll forgive them, but you will pay for your actions. If they're bad, you will pay bad consequences because you did that action at the end of the day. And as a society, as a human society, as a humane society, you have to pay for your actions by law to the full extent of the law. That's how it's done. Okay, so guys, Joel Osteen, a fucking goat, a legend, man. He's a preacher, a Protestant preacher, Joel Osteen. Ever since I was young, I remember my parents putting, every Sunday morning, we would watch Joel Osteen. It's just beautiful. He's a beautiful guy. His message is beautiful. His TV, no, his talk show, his sermons that he does on live TV are fucking amazing. He's an amazing orator. He has a beautiful voice. He's really, really smart. He's a beautiful person. I fucking love Joel Osteen. He's my favorite preacher and my favorite pastor, and I listen to him every Sunday. Let me do a couple of his quotes and you'll see how beautiful they are. First one, he said, "You can change your world by changing your words. Remember, death and life are in the power of the tongue." That's so true. In the beginning, my parents always used to tell me, watch what you say and watch your words, because words give you power and words can also take power away from you. I never understood that in the beginning, but now as I grow older, as I live more life and have more experiences and just have more experience throughout life, I understand 100% what he means by this. Beautiful quote, and it's so true, man. You can change your world, your mentality, you can change everything, because your brain, your subconscious brain, doesn't know who you are and what you do. Your subconscious brain will dictate who you'll become in life just by simply repeating, I am good, I'm capable of doing great things, I'm capable of succeeding, I'm capable of accomplishing all my dreams. And subconsciously, your brain, the subconscious part of your brain, will start to believe in that, and you'll start realizing your dreams and seeing miracles in your life. That's how our brain works. Our brain doesn't know who we are. Your brain can literally be rewired by you simply doing affirmations and telling your brain who you are and what you can do. So that's why this quote is beautiful from Joel Osteen. He said, "You can change your world by changing your words. Remember, death and life are in the power of the tongue." Next quote, next saying from Joel Osteen. He said, "God wants you to be a winner, not a whiner." That's so true. I hear many people saying, "Oh, God wants me to fail. I did it. I do it sometimes, man. No one's perfect. I have negative thoughts that come from time to time. And I feel like, fuck, what am I doing in my life? I feel bad. I have a down moment." That's true. But at the end of the day, no matter who you are, God put you on this earth for a purpose. You have your own destiny, and God wants you to win. God doesn't love people who complain. He loves people who find solutions and who don't give up, who are resilient, and who at the end of the day, if you keep doing what you have to do the right steps, you don't give up, you keep a resilient mindset and a progressive mindset, you're going to be a winner. God's going to make the universe work in your favor, because God wants you to win, and God loves winners. And not only that, but he wants you to win, believe me. And he doesn't love people who complain. He doesn't love whiners. The world isn't nice. The world isn't gracious upon whiners. It isn't. That's just how the world works. That's the energy of life, the energy of the universe, and the energy of the world. Next saying, he said, "You're going to go through tough times." That's life. That's true. No matter who you are, no matter what your background is, no matter who your parents are, no matter who you are, no matter what you've done, no matter what your talent is, no matter what you can do, no matter what you accomplished in the past, life will never be easy. Never, ever. It wasn't easy for Elvis Presley. It's not easy for Elon Musk. That's why he went into clinical depression 2 or 3 times, even though he's the richest man on planet Earth and one of the most powerful man on planet Earth. He still did clinical depression 2 or 3 times, because all of us, every single human being, will go through tough times. That's life. But I say, nothing happens to you. It happens for you. Whatever happens to you in your life has been waiting to happen to you ever since humanity and the world exists. Ever since the world exists, whatever happens to you has been waiting to happen to you ever since. But everything that happens to you is good for you. Even though if it seems bad, when something bad happens to you, it's either to teach you a lesson or to show you a solution to one of your problems, or to show you something that you're avoiding that you should be actually facing, so that you have a better life and so that you reach your full destiny that God set for you and for your life. And then he goes on to say, see the positive and negative events. There's this beautiful quote from the movie Ocean's 12 with Brad Pitt and George Clooney. I'm not sure who said it in that movie, but someone in that movie, Ocean's 12, said, every problem is an opportunity in disguise. That's so fucking true. Every problem is an opportunity in disguise. Every single problem. Problems are good things because with problems, we find solutions. With solutions, we move forward. And when we move forward, we get closer to our destiny and to reaching our goals and to fulfilling our full potential as human beings. That's why problems are a blessing, and every problem is an opportunity in disguise. Next quote from Joel Osteen. He said, I am blessed. I am prosperous. Not only is he blessed and prosperous, you're blessed and you're prosperous. I'm blessed. I'm prosperous. Everyone is blessed and everyone is prosperous. I am successful. Everyone can be successful. Everyone. He says, whatever follows the I am will eventually find you. That's true. It's about affirmations. And believe me, affirmations work. I am blessed. I am prosperous. I am successful. Whatever follows the I am will eventually find you. Even if you go on the negative side, I am not successful. I am not worthy of accomplishing my dreams. If you keep saying those over and over in your mind, it's going to happen because whatever follows the I am will eventually find you. Next quote. Love overlooks a person's faults. That's not always easy, but love believes the best in every person. Love conquers all. That's a fact. Love believes the best in every person. No one's perfect, but love wishes the best for everyone and wishes to see the best out of everyone because, like I said, we all have bad aspects about us, but we also have beautiful aspects about us. That's what we call being human. Next quote from Joel Osteen is, often out of our greatest rejection comes our greatest direction. Of course, that's why Proverbs 3:5-6, walk by faith, not by sight. Sometimes we can have the biggest rejection and we feel like that's the worst thing that could happen to us, but it's actually the best thing that could happen to you because it's going to redirect your path to something even at the end, you're going to get an even greater outcome than if you were to actually get what you wanted in the beginning, but ended up being a rejection. It's your greatest rejection. Normally, always, when you get your greatest rejection, it's actually God putting you on the correct path. So at the end, you get your biggest success, your biggest goal, and you reach your full potential. That's why often out of our greatest rejection comes our greatest direction. Next quote from Joel Osteen is, quit questioning God and start trusting him. That's true. No human being is perfect. Only God is perfect. God is perfect. God is love. God is perfect. Love is perfect. Stop questioning God. Whatever happens in your life, stop questioning it and start believing that it's the best thing that could happen to you in this specific time. Because whatever happens to you is perfect, needs to happen. Because God doesn't make errors, meaning that life has no errors, meaning that God is perfect. So stop questioning God and his work and start believing in him blindly to 100% because he's perfect. He makes no mistakes. Trust him 100% and trust him blindly, and he will make straight your paths when you start trusting God blindly and to the full extent. Next beautiful quote from Joel Osteen. He said, no matter what you go through in life, your value in God's eyes always remains the same. No matter what you did in your past, no matter who you are, no matter what you did, no matter what sin you committed, at the end of the day, in God's eyes, you're always worthy of his love, which is unconditional love, and you will always remain the same in his eyes. No matter who you were before and you did a certain action, and now you consider yourself to be a certain person because of a bad action in the past, in God's eyes, you have the same value, and you'll always remain the same in his eyes, and you'll always be worthy of his love, which is unconditional love. You'll always be the apple of his eye. He will never give up on you, so don't give up on yourself. No matter what you did, no matter where you are in life, God will never, ever, ever give up on you and your destiny and your dreams and your goals and your ambitions. In general, God will never give up on you, no matter what you did, no matter how disgusting of an act you did in the past, no matter how badly you fucked up in the past, no matter how badly you fucking destroyed everything that was ever given to you, or no matter how badly you destroyed everything that you had that was beautiful in your life, God will always want you to win, and God will always cheer you on, and God will never, ever give up on you. So don't ever give up on yourself, ever, ever. Let's do one last quote from Joel Osteen, then we'll go on to other topics. He said, don't talk about the size of your problem. Talk about the size of your God. We're all going to have problems. We all have our own problems. Everyone has his own life. But one thing's sure, one thing that makes us all connected, and one thing that rallies us all together, and one thing that we all human beings have in common, one thing that all fucking human beings have in common, one thing is we all have problems. Every single human being has problems in his life. Every single human being. That's quite literally the only thing that connects us. Also the fact that we all breathe air, we all drink water, and we all eat, and we all shit, and we all piss. At the end of the day, we all have problems. Every single human being has problems. But don't talk about how big your problems are. Yes, no matter how big your problems are, your God is bigger than those problems. God is bigger than all of your problems. No matter how big your fucking problems are. I don't care who you are and how big they are. God is bigger than your problems. Way, 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 way astronomically bigger than your problems. It's not even comparable how bigger he is than your problems. So don't lose faith, because God is bigger than all of your problems. What should I do right now? Should I do Alex Jones? Alex Jones or Jocko Willink? Actually, you know what? Let's do Bible verses, and then if I feel like it, I'll do Jocko Willink and Alex Jones. If I don't feel like it, if I feel like I did enough for today, I'm going to leave it for another episode, but let's do Bible verses for now. Because I'm going to do 6 Bible verses. Since I was talking about Joel Osteen, let's do 6 beautiful Bible verses. First one, Philippians 4:13. This is a really, really beautiful verse. My father has it tatted here across his chest to his shoulder, just like John Jones has it tatted here from his shoulder to his chest. So Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You can accomplish whatever you want to accomplish on planet Earth if you put your faith and if you acknowledge that Christ will strengthen you. With Christ by your side, with God by your side, any human being can accomplish anything. You can move mountains if you want to. That's how powerful your faith has to be in Jesus Christ and in your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and in God. Next Bible verse, Isaiah 40:31. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. If you put all your trust in the Lord, all your strength, all your trust to 100% without a single shred of doubt, without a single centimeter of doubt, you will accomplish things that no human being thought was possible. How many things that human beings accomplished in the past that he never thought would have been impossible? When Henry Ford did the first airplane, before that, no one would have ever believed that that man would have flown in the sky one day. It happened. Before, like, let's say 1600s, if you think about it logically, no one would have thought that cameras for taking videos and pictures would have ever existed. I mean, how, if you think about it logically, and I'm somewhat smart, I'm not dumb, I consider myself smart. Even I would be like, in that time, in that certain setting, social setting and life setting and time period, I would have been like, what are you talking about taking pictures? I'm like, what the fuck, how is that even possible? Like, videotape, like, doesn't make sense. It's illogical. It's impossible. Here we fucking are doing me recording my podcast, videotaping me and myself and my voice and whatever. So everything is possible. AI, who would have thought 100 years ago that AI would have existed? Artificial intelligence. What do you mean artificial intelligence? Yeah, the human intelligence, that's natural. But intelligence that isn't natural? Who would have thought? Hey, here we are right now, and ChatGPT is fucking leading this role. It's fucking going crazy. It's doing astronomical numbers. It's killing Google AI, ChatGPT. Who would have thought? Here we are. Imagine in 200 years when I'm going to be dead, when you're going to be dead, when we're all going to be dead who's currently watching this episode or this clip. Who knows what's going to happen in 200 years? Forget 200 years. What about 1,000 years? Right now we're in the year to 2025. Humans have existed for what, 150,000 years? What about in 3,000 years? Who knows what's going to happen, man? It's just crazy. So our mind is limited. But God's mind, God's power, God's energy is limitless. God's energy is limitless. So who knows, man? Everything is possible with God. Third verse, 2 Timothy 1:7. For the Spirit God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline. I just want to talk about self-discipline quickly. Jocko Willink said it best. Discipline equals freedom. Discipline is probably the most important thing on planet Earth. Discipline beats talent. Discipline beats courage. Discipline beats everything. There's nothing that surpasses discipline. Discipline is king. Discipline is king. No, nothing can dethrone discipline. Nothing. In every sphere of life, whatever you want to accomplish, whoever you want to become, it's all possible only through discipline. Discipline, discipline, discipline. There's nothing bigger and more powerful than discipline, except for maybe love. But those are two different spheres. One is for accomplishing your dreams, and the other is for having peace of mind and having peace in your life. And side note, no cost is bigger than the cost of peace. Having peace in your life is the biggest thing you can have. But to accomplish your dreams and to become whoever you want to become in this world, nothing beats discipline, man. Nothing. Discipline makes kings out of peasants. That's what discipline does. Makes kings out of peasants. There's nothing more powerful than discipline, and discipline brings freedom without a doubt, man. That's why self-discipline, in my opinion, is the biggest form out there for accomplishing your dreams. The most important thing is discipline. It's bigger than courage. It's way bigger than talent. It's way bigger than competency. Discipline, 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 man. Fourth verse, Romans 8:37. No, in all these things, we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. With God who loves us, we are more than conquerors. We're everything. Next verse, Joshua 1:9. Be strong and courageous. Fortis fortuna adiuvat. The gods will always smile upon courageous people. God wants us to be strong and courageous, mentally strong and physically strong. He wants us to be courageous. With courage, we change the world. With courage, we save the world. With courage, everything gets done. We need to have courage. God wants us to be courageous human beings. With courage, we stop evil. With courage, we bring good. With courage, we bring light into the world. With courage, everything can be done. And then the verse goes on to say, do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. Never be afraid. If you have God by your side, you have nothing to fear but fear itself. You have nothing to fear if you have God by your side. Do not be discouraged. No matter what happens in your life, like I said, it was meant to happen, and there's a reason why it happens to you. Whatever happens to your life is a stepping stone to becoming a better person, and a stepping stone, a step closer to achieving your dreams and to achieving your destiny and your goals. So never be discouraged. And like I said, every problem is an opportunity in disguise. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. No matter where you are, no matter where you are in the world, with Jesus Christ, you're never alone. There's a song that goes, Spirit in the Sky. How do the lyrics go? It's about never being alone if you have Jesus by your side. Even if you feel like you have no friends, if you have Jesus by your side, Jesus will always be your friend. Hallelujah, man. Spirit in the Sky. Lyrics. For yourself, it's a must. Gotta have a friend in Jesus. So true. Never been a sinner. I've never sinned. I've got a friend in Jesus. Set me up in the Spirit in the Sky. It's where you're going to go when you die. You're always going to have, Jesus is always going to be your friend, your brother, and he's always going to be there to help you and guide and make your path straight. With Jesus, you're never alone. Next verse, Hebrews 12:1. Let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us. It's all about perseverance. You know the race, you know the story, the tale of the hare versus the turtle, right? The rabbit, the hare, however you call him, is way faster than the turtle, way, way faster. But since the rabbit, the hare, is all happy that he's so fast, he's not disciplined. He runs a couple of meters, then he stops. Yeah, he sleeps. He's inconsistent in the race, the hare. The turtle, though, on the other side, all throughout the race, left, right, left, right, left, right. Slowly but surely, left, right, left, right. The hare has all the talent in the world to win the race. The turtle, he's in the worst circumstances possible to win the race. He's slow as fuck, but he's perseverant and he's consistent. Left, right, left, right. Just how the story goes. At the end of the day, the turtle wins the race because of discipline and because of perseverance and because of certainty and because of slowly but surely. Yes, he goes slowly, but he goes surely. He never stops and nothing stops him. The hare may be talented, may be quick as fuck, may be fast, but he doesn't have dedication, perseverance, or perseverance. He doesn't have perseverance, the hare. That's why he loses at the end, because at the end of the day, it's all about going slowly but surely, step by step, never giving up, and you're going to beat everyone, even though no matter how much talent they have, no matter what their potential is, if you keep going and you never give up, it's all about never giving up, left, right, step by step, never giving up, you're going to win. Oh, let me pull up that story. Turtle and the hare. The tortoise and the hare. I feel like a little kid right now. It's a beautiful story, man. Look. If you don't believe what I just said, look. Just by looking at this picture, you saw that the turtle won. Haters are going to say this is AI generated. We all know this is a real picture. It happened in real life. Like, don't be a hater. Like, look. You can, broski, you can literally see him winning, right? And like, it's like, don't be a hater. We all know that's a true picture. Okay, so almost 1 hour in. Should I do Alex Jones and Jocko Willink? You know what? Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep Alex Jones and Jocko Willink and some other political figures and just public figures for another episode. But let me just do a quick intro to who Alex Jones is for the next episode. So Alex Jones, born on February 11th, 1974 in Dallas, Texas, is an American radio host, filmmaker, and conspiracy theorist. He grew up in the Dallas suburbs before moving to Austin, where he began his career in public access television during the 1990s. His outspoken personality, anti-establishment views, and controversial takes quickly gained him attention. For guys who don't know who Alex Jones is, he's controversial as fuck, and he's a big, probably the biggest conspiracy theorist out there when it comes to public voices. Jones rose to prominence through his radio show, The Alex Jones Show, and his media platform, InfoWars, which he founded in 1999. His content often mixes political commentary, survivalist themes, and conspiracy theories, earning him both a passionate following and intense criticism. Over the years, he has become a central figure in alternative media, promoting ideas ranging from skepticism of government narratives to highly controversial and debunked claims. While his work has been influential, it has also led to widespread backlash. Legal battles and bans from major platforms. Right now, he's not on Instagram, he's not on YouTube, he's not on TikTok. I think he's on X, he's on Twitter, because we all know Elon Musk controls X and Twitter. So on X and Twitter, you can literally write whatever the fuck you want to write. So of course, he's not banned from X. He's probably also on Rumble. Andrew Tate is on Rumble, which Andrew Tate is also banned from media platforms like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, like the main platforms. Despite this, Jones has remained a polarizing cultural figure, symbolizing both the power and danger of independent media in the digital age. Yes, I love independent media. I guess my podcast is considered an independent media. But there are pros and cons to independent media. Yes, you're not censored to saying the truth, but you can also spew a lot of stupid shit. Maybe I, in the past, spewed a lot of stupid shit for entertainment purposes, like I said many times. But there's many other people, public figures like Alex Jones, who spewed a lot of fucking crazy shit, man. At his core, Alex Jones presents himself as a defender of free speech and personal liberty. Through his legacy is often debated, sitting at the crossroads of activism, media influence, and controversy. That's true. Yo, Matt, c'est chill si je fais un autre 30 minutes, genre? Ouais, ok, perfect. Juste dire quelqu'un. Actually, guys, fuck it. Let's raw dog this episode. I'm gonna do Alex Jones and Jocko Willink to end the episode. I have time. Let's fucking do it. Okay, so guys, now that I talked about Alex Jones and I gave you guys a brief autobiography of who he is, now let's get into the mud. Let's get into this shit. So let's do some controversial takes from Alex Jones. First one, Sandy Hook claims. Jones repeatedly claimed that a 2012 Sandy Hook elementary school shooting where 20 children and 6 staff members were killed was a hoax. He went to court and he owes a lot of money, and he lost that case because I mean that was just crazy. That was crazy from him, and that was actually very disrespectful, saying that it was a hoax where 20 children died and 6 staff members were killed. He said that it was staged by the government to promote gun control. Like, you see how crazy he goes? Like, do you really think, like, I understand he's a conspiracy theorist, and I understand that some people are also conspiracy theorists, but do you really think that the government, the United States of America government, will kill 20 children and 6 staff members to promote gun control? That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. That's too much. Like, I understand some people believe in conspiracy theories, like the moon landing, whatever, but this is just far-fetched. This is crazy. And that parents were crisis actors. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, that's just crazy. These claims were found to be false, of course, in multiple defamation lawsuits. His claims were judged to have caused harm to the families, and he was ordered to pay large damages. Of course, I understand people having conspiracy theories, but don't push it, guys. I'm anti-conspiracy theories. I don't believe in conspiracy theories because I feel like at the end of the day, I said it so many times on my podcast, time tells the truth. All things, at the end of the day, after a certain time period, everything gets revealed. And time always reveals the truth in every aspect and everything in the world. That's why I'm not like fully anti-conspiracy theorist, but when it comes to big things like Alex Jones, man, that was just crazy, man. Another one, he said that the New World Order, global elite conspiracies, he has claimed that there is a secretive global elite, quote unquote, the New World Order, working behind the scenes through governments, corporations, etc., to manipulate world events, limit freedoms, use manufactured terror attacks, surveillance, etc. People who believe that there's like this secret community of powerful people, that's so fucking dumb, in my opinion. Some people can disagree with me. Fine, you have the right to your opinion. But in my opinion, to believe that there's like this secret group of people who live underground and who secretly control the entire world, that's fucking stupid. In my opinion, that's fucking ludicrous. He has the right to believe what he wants. You have the right to believe what you want, but so do I have the right to believe what I want to believe. And people who believe that there's like this Illuminati group, or there's this group of people who live underground, who no one knows who they are, and they secretly control the US government, the Russian government, the Chinese government. They control the church. They control all these big all these big pharmaceutical companies, all these big enterprises. They control all spheres of life, all the biggest establishments, ranging from politics, business, whatever. In my opinion, that's just crazy. That's crazy talk. That's cuckoo talk. That is just crazy. I never believed in that stupid shit. There's no secret, hidden group of people who control everything. There's no Illuminati group who literally control everything. It doesn't exist. But hey, Alex Jones believes in it, and that's just crazy. Alex Jones also said that 9/11 and other major attacks, Jones has promoted or given airtime to conspiracies suggesting that the 9/11 attacks involved inside jobs or government complicity. I'll never understand how people believe that the 9/11 was orchestrated by the US government. That's such a far-fetch, man. That's fucking crazy, man. That's one of the biggest far-fetches I've ever seen. Do you really think that the US government will personally take 2 of their airplanes and crash into the Twin Towers, killing thousands of people. That's so far-fetched. No democratic country, no even country, just no matter how fucking corrupt that country is, no matter how fucking of a dictatorship that country is, no one's doing that. Maybe a dictatorship would do some fucked up shit like that. Like we all know, Stalin killed hundreds of thousands of Russians because he was a dictator and he could. That's something else. But do you really think a democratic country, a country that has so much freedom like America, will do something like orchestrate 9/11 attacks? That's fucking crazy, man. I mean, that's ludicrous talk. So now you're getting a picture of who Alex Jones is. If you didn't know who he is, he's a podcaster right now. He has his own radio show, podcast, whatever. He's still live. You can watch his episodes on Rumble, on Twitter, wherever. But he's crazy, man. Like, there are some extremists, but that's just pushing the limit, man. What else? He said that COVID-19 and vaccine misinformation. He's made claims that COVID-19, its origins, governmental responses, vaccine programs, etc., are part of larger conspiracies. Some of his promoted media, like Plandemic, advanced misleading or false narratives. Now, I don't know too much about COVID-19. One thing that I know is it actually exists. It actually existed and it still exists. I'm not anti-vaccine. Like, I think it should be a choice. If you want to take the vaccine, take it. If you don't want, you don't have to. I'm pro-choice when it comes to vaccines. If you don't want to take it, don't take it. If you do want to take it, take it. I don't give a fuck. So I'm pro-vaccine. I'm not for governments deciding if you should be allowed, if you should take the COVID-19 vaccine or not. I'm not for that. I am for liberty of choice if you want to take the vaccine or not. That's where I stand. But I did hear that COVID-19 was a lab leak in China. Where was it? What was the village again in China that COVID-19 came? Wuhan? Was it Wuhan? I think it's Wuhan, right? That's the name of the Chinese village. Yeah, it was a lab leak. That's what I heard. Now, was it accidental? Was it on purpose? I don't know. I'd love to have a big conspiracy theorist on my podcast. Just fucking pick his brains and see how crazy a person can be and just have fun with him. See, like it's interesting. Like it or not, Alex Jones, maybe in my opinion, that's stupid what he says, but it's entertaining as fuck. Like he goes crazy, he says like these crazy conspiracy theories. It's entertaining as fuck and it's fun to listen. Just like a movie. Every movie is fake, right? It's made in Hollywood, it's fake, but it's entertaining. That's how I see Alex Jones and with his conspiracy theories. It's entertaining as fuck and he's fucking famous. He makes probably millions of dollars. Easily, he makes millions of dollars doing what he does. So it's fucking entertaining what he does. But as a reality check by Andrew Delich, the Andrew Delich podcast, saying it how it is, COVID-19 existed. Like I said, I'm not for governments forcing people to take the vaccine. I'm not for it. I'm all against it. It should be choice. If you want to take the vaccine, you take it. If you don't want to, you don't take it. I took it twice. And the reason why I took it is because I wanted to travel. And I mean, like it or not, at that time, the government said, if you want to travel, you need to have your COVID-19 vaccine. I was like, okay, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to take it. But if I didn't need to have the COVID-19 vaccine to travel, I would have never taken it. But hey, I don't care. I took it just so I can travel. But if they wouldn't have put restrictions on people who don't have the COVID-19 vaccine when it comes to traveling, I would have never taken the vaccine. But hey, I took it, and I don't believe in people saying that, oh, they put a little secret chip in that vaccine. Now they can follow your every move. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Why the fuck? Think about it rationally, okay, bro? 99% of human beings have a normal life and aren't interesting. Why the fuck would Bill Gates or would big pharmaceutical companies want to follow your every move? Why do they give a fuck about your boring life? Like, I'm sorry to say like it is, but 99.9% of human beings are normal human beings who have a normal life. They go to work, they go to the gym, they have sex with their wives, they go home, they watch a TV show, and they fall asleep 24/7, 365. Why the fuck would big pharmaceutical companies waste their time following a guy like you? I mean, or following a guy like me. Don't take it personal, but why would they waste their time following a guy like me? What the fuck are you gonna see? You're gonna see me waking up, going to the gym, going to work, doing a podcast, going to sleep. I don't do anything criminal, so why the fuck would they follow me? So that's why I never understood why some people say like, oh, they want to put secret chips in you, they want to follow you, whatever. That's crazy talk. Next crazy take from Alex Jones, one of many. Pizzagate. Jones and InfoWars, that's the name of his podcast, InfoWars, promoted elements of the Pizzagate conspiracy theory. The false allegation that a Washington, D.C. pizzeria was the center of a child trafficking ring involving political... a pizza shop. So Jones and InfoWars promoted elements of the Pizzagate conspiracy theory. The false allegation that a Washington, D.C. pizzeria was the center, not a little shop on the side that does human trafficking, child trafficking from a little bit, the center of child trafficking ring involving political figures. He later apologized for some of the claims. So you see what I mean when I say, for me, it's pure entertainment. How the fuck? How do you even get the creativity to say that there's a pizza shop in Washington, D.C. that is the center of child trafficking involving political figures? You imagine if somehow in like 20 years from now, we're like, yo, bro, that was actually true. If that happens, Alex Jones, you're the fucking GOAT. But it's probably never gonna fucking happen because that's fucking ludicrous. A pizza shop. I know I'm repeating myself right now, but I fucking have to. A pizza shop in Washington, D.C., which is the center of child trafficking involving political figures. That's why I say that he's more for entertainment than actually saying something that makes sense. It's really fucking entertaining. Like this fucking made me laugh as fuck because this is just crazy. That's just crazy, man. Alex Jones, man, you're the GOAT, bro. Okay, next one. Election fraud / stolen election claims. Leading up to the January 6, 2021 Capitol riot, Jones amplified claims that the 2020 U.S. presidential election was stolen or rigged. Many people said the same. Donald Trump actually said that it's stolen or rigged. And that's just him being a sore loser. I know last episode I praised him. Yes, because I don't praise him as a human being. I know he's a liar, he's a cheat, and he's a cheat. I'm not stupid. But right now, the world, the Western world, we need a leader like Donald Trump. Now, of course, he's probably not exactly what he portrays to be in front of the cameras. Of course, he does it for media and for attention and for just attention in general. But when he said that the elections were stolen or that it was a robbery, that was fucking crazy, man. That was ludicrous. No one stole the elections. Joe Biden won fair and square. And for people who say that the elections were stolen, you guys are just sore losers. And I'm saying it like I would have voted for Donald Trump, but I'm not dumb. I know that he lost fair and square. Joe Biden won fair and square. You're in a country like America where democracy exists, where freedom of press exists, where media outlets can be independent, where there's millions of podcasts, millions of journalists, millions of public figures who talk about it, who debate about it. Do you really think someone's going to steal or rig the elections in a country like America? Yes. In a country like North Korea, that fucking happens. North Korea and America are two completely different worlds, different countries. Like it's not even close, night and day. It's completely different. So yes, in North Korea, where it's fucking a dictatorship and where there's no liberty of expression and there's no freedom, of course, their elections are going to be rigged. But in a country like America, elections are never going to be rigged, especially not the presidential elections, let alone mayoral elections. But presidential elections, it's never, ever going to be rigged, man. That's just crazy talk. It's never going to be rigged. Okay, so I think that was it for Alex Jones. Let's finish off with some Jocko Willink quotes. Jocko Willink, which is a huge podcaster. He was a Navy SEAL soldier. I think he was also a captain. He's a highly, highly successful human being, and he's really, really smart. And I fucking love him, and I love his podcast. First one, like I said in the beginning of the episode, discipline equals freedom. he invented that, he coined that phrase. Maybe he didn't invent it. Maybe he heard it from someone else. But hey, that's life. But it's so true, man. Discipline equals freedom. There's nothing bigger than discipline. Discipline is the most important thing we human beings have. It's something that we have control over. There's many things that we don't have control over. But self-discipline, every single human being has control over their self-discipline. Every single human being, without a doubt. We all have control over self-discipline. And like I said, discipline has the power to make kings out of peasants. Okay, next one from Jocko Willink. It's not what you preach, it's what you tolerate. It's so true. It's not what you talk about, it's what you actually do and what you actually tolerate. If someone is constantly talking about, oh, you gotta eat healthy, you gotta go to the gym, you gotta be resilient. But if that person doesn't eat healthy and doesn't go to the gym, whatever, he or she can talk all he wants, he or she wants. No one gives a fuck. At the end of the day, it's your actions that matter. Actions speak louder than words all the fucking time, man. Implementing extreme ownership, it requires checking your ego and operating with a high degree of humility. No matter who you are, always be humble and always check your ego. Because of course, as human beings, and the more you accomplish, the more successful you become, the richer you become, the more famous you become, your ego tends to take control of you. It happens to the best of us. It happens to everyone. Ego is the devil's play. Never let your ego control you because it's going to destroy you at the end of the road. Your ego can destroy you. Never let your ego control you. You got to check yourself. Always check your ego because you never know what's going to happen. You can be a king and then you can become a peasant just as much as you can be a peasant and become a king. So always check your ego and always operate with a high degree of humility. Always remember, no matter what you accomplish, no matter who you become, you are a human being. You remain a human being. You're not a demigod. You're not a god. You're all human beings. We're all human beings, no matter what you do, what you accomplish, or who you become. There's only hard work, late nights, early mornings, practice, rehearsal, repetition, study, sweat, blood, toil, frustration, and discipline. The road to heaven feels like hell. The road to hell feels like heaven. That's a fucking fact. It's all about hard work, late nights, waking up early, never giving up, facing rejection, keep going, facing failure, never giving up, fucking being resilient, having this fucking killer instinct inside of you, having this resilient mentality that nothing and no one can break you. That's all you have, and that's all that matters. Don't just think, don't just talk, don't just dream. The only thing that matters is that you actually do. So do. Don't just think and don't just talk. Go out and actually do what you want to fucking do. Go and actually do it. Many people, it happens. It happened to me. It happens to many people. We tend to talk. And then when it comes to walk the talk, 99% of human beings aren't ready to walk the talk. We're all ready to talk the talk. Everyone loves to talk the talk, but no one's ready to walk the talk. But if you want to accomplish whatever you want to accomplish, you have to walk the talk way more times than you talk the walk. You have to walk the fucking talk. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk. Okay, next quote from Jocko Willink. He said, "Fear is normal. Every person feels fear at some point." That's true. Having fear is something ingrained of human beings, and it's there since primal ages. It was instilled inside of us to keep us alive. 200 years ago, oh, there's a bear. I'm afraid. I'm feeling fear. I'm gonna leave. It's there to keep us alive. But nowadays, I have fear of public speaking. You're not gonna die if you speak publicly. So you have to face that fear. I'm afraid of approaching that girl because I fear rejection. You're not gonna die. Approach that girl, face your fears, face rejection if you have to face rejection. Or maybe you're gonna face, maybe you're gonna end up being with that girl. But don't fear. So fear is normal. Every human being has fear, no matter who you are. We all fear from time. And you're never gonna be completely fearless. Courageous people aren't people who are fearless. Courageous people, brave people are people who feel fear, but still do it, even though feeling fear. That's what being brave means, and that's what being courageous means. Is when you feel fear, when you face fear, you face it and you actually do what you're afraid of doing. That's being courageous. That's being brave. And then he said, step aggressively towards your fear. That's true. You gotta see your fear like a fucking dragon that you have to slay. Okay, I fear this. Let me fucking go all out and I'm gonna end up as a winner. I'm gonna fucking win because I'm gonna slay that dragon. Your fear is a dragon. Your courage is your sword and you have to fucking slay the dragon. Go all out. Don't fucking stop. Full throttle. Step aggressively towards your fear. That is the step into bravery. Next quote. Don't accept to be motivated every day. Count on discipline. You're never going to be motivated every single day. It's going to happen some days you're more motivated than others, but at the end of the day, no matter how motivated or unmotivated you are, if you have discipline, you're always going to do what has to get done. Some mornings I wake up, I don't feel like going to the gym. I still go because that's discipline. Some mornings I wake up and I can't wait to get to the gym and fucking start lifting weights. That's motivation with discipline. Of course, it's funner and it's better to have motivation with discipline. But motivation is like a crazy train. It comes and it goes, it comes and it goes, and you'll never know when it'll get there. You'll never know on what time it'll come. It's like a crazy train of motivation. You'll never know when it will be at the dock, ready for you to get up on. You never know. But discipline is like a train that will always be at the station at the same time every single day without error. That's what discipline is. Discipline is like a train that you know it's always going to be there at 8 a.m. every single day. No error, no mistakes. Motivation is like a crazy train. It's going to be there one morning. It's not going to be there for 3 days. It's going to come back and be there for 2 weeks straight. It's not going to be there for 1 year. It's a crazy train. You're never going to know what's going to happen. And you never know when you're going to be able to hop on that train. But in the discipline train, you're always going to have the possibility to enter that train and to hop on that train for a ride. That's what discipline is, and that's what motivation is. That's what it is. Next quote from Jocko Willink. There is no growth in the comfort zone. That's true. Whenever you feel like your life is getting comfortable, get out of it. Don't stay in the comfort zone. When you stay in the comfort zone, you don't grow. No matter where you are in life, no matter how much you accomplish, you can always accomplish more. You can always become more. You can always do more out of your life. So always get out of your comfort zone and learn to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations because that's where you grow. You cannot grow in comfortable situations. You can only grow in uncomfortable situations. That's the only way, that's the only time where you actually grow, where you actually make meaningful progress is when you're in uncomfortable situations. Just fucking do it. Just like the Nike ad, just do it. Just fucking do it, man. Don't care about whatever's happening. Just fucking do it. Just like the Nike ad. It's a beautiful ad. Just do it, man. Next quote. Instead of letting the situation dictate our decisions, we must dictate the situation. Take life by the fucking balls, man. If you're a man and you think that sounds gay, take life by the fucking pussy, bro. I don't know. But take control of your life and take control of everything that you do have power over. Don't let your thoughts control you. Don't let your negative thoughts overcrowd you and your positive thoughts. Don't let that control you. Take life by the balls. Full throttle. You only have one life. Be an animal. Be a fucking lion. Be a king and go after whatever you want to do. Grab life by the fucking balls, man. Next quote. The people who are successful decide they are going to be successful. That's the only difference. The only difference between someone who's successful and someone who isn't successful is this guy said, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to accomplish my dreams. And this one gives up after one rejection or one failure, or just gives up shortly before his success comes into play. That's the only difference between someone who's successful and someone who isn't. It's not luck, it's not talent, it's not looks, it's not smarts, it's not IQ, it's not knowledge, it's not a college degree, it's not your parents' money. The only difference between someone who's accomplished and someone who isn't is this guy simply said, I want to be accomplished. I want to be successful. I want to achieve my dreams. I'm going to do it. This guy never said it or just never started, or he started and he gave up before he got the fruits of his labor. So the people who are successful decide they're going to be successful. They decide to study hard. No one forces you to study hard. No one forces you to not study. You have to decide, okay, I'll study hard. I'll train hard. I'll work hard to accomplish my dreams. To work hard, to be the first person to get to work and the last to go home. If you want to be better than others, you got to do more than others. If you want to go somewhere you've never been, you have to take a road you've never taken before. You've never took before. You got to take a road you've never took before. That's how it is. Hate it or love it. Don't hate the player, hate the game, because the player you're hating, he did the game that you are fearing and that you hate. That's the only difference. Next quote. Question yourself every day. Who have I helped? What am I doing to improve myself today? How I see life is every single day, step by step, every single day. My goal for this day, I go day by day. My goal for this day is, how can I accomplish the most things that I can today? And what can I do to become slightly better than what I was yesterday? To become 1% better than what I was yesterday. So when I wake up, it's all about how can I kill this day, do the most I can, and become the best person I can, and accomplish the most that I can. And then after 16 hours of being awake, I go to sleep for 8 hours and then repeat day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. That's how you grow. That's how you become a better and more accomplished human being. Next quote. Why do you want to get a good workout early in the morning? Because at 4:30 in the morning, all those people are asleep. You can do whatever you want. I'm 50-50 on this one. I love going to the gym in the morning. First, when I wake up, the first thing I do, I go to the washroom, I take a shit, I brush my teeth, I get dressed, I go to the gym. That's the first thing I do when I wake up. Because that's how I love to start my day. Some people don't love to start their day like that. They love to go to their work first and then they do their routine and their work day. And then before going to sleep, they love going to the gym. You do what's best for you. Do what feels right for you and what feels best for you. For me, it's waking up early around 6:37, going to the gym for 45 minutes, 1 hour, lifting weights, killing my muscles, and then going to work and then coming home from work and working on my podcast. That for me is a perfect day. For me. So for someone else, it's waking up, going to work, and then going to the gym and doing whatever else. So at the end of the day, what matters is actually doing the deed, doing what has to get done. That's what actually matters. That's why I'm 50-50. And at the end of the day, I believe, like many doctors said it so many times, almost all human beings need 8 hours of sleep. It's a health thing. It's not a being lazy or loving to sleep. It's a health thing. Just as much as you need to drink water, just as much as you need to breathe air to survive, you need to sleep 8 hours. It's doctors say it. It has nothing to do with being successful or not. With 8 hours of sleep, believe me, you have 16 hours where you can accomplish your dreams. That's more than enough. Jeff Bezos, one of the most accomplished individuals of all time, and one of the richest individuals of all time, he sleeps 8 hours a day. He said, I always sleep 8 hours a day because you need 8 hours every single day. And not only that, but if you don't sleep 8 hours, then when you are awakened in your 17 or 18 hours awakened because you sleep 6 or 7 or 5 hours, you're not going to be as performative as you could be if you would have slept 8 hours. So there is quantity of time, but there's also quality of hours. There is quantity of hours. If you have 18 hours because you slept 6 hours, and I have 16 because I slept 8 hours, those 16 hours are going to be of better quality than yours because I'm going to be better rested. My mind's going to be sharper, quicker, because without sleep, your mind can't function. It can't. That's why sleep is so fucking important. Next quote. When things are going bad, don't get all bummed out. Don't get startled. Don't get frustrated. If you can say the word if you can say the word good, guess what? It means you're still alive. It means you're still breathing. I agree 100%. No matter what happens in your life, good. There's a good reason for it. Like I said, every problem is an opportunity in disguise. Let's do 2 more quotes. There are people in the world who have skills and strength and talent that I will never have. These notions that you can be whatever you want to be as long as you want it bad enough are not true. They are fairy tales. I mean, I disagree because I feel like, no, so like I agree 50-50 with this take. Why? Because we all have different strengths and weaknesses. Every single human being. We're all different. We are all equal to a certain degree in certain aspects. But some people are better at playing sports. Some people have a higher IQ. Some people are just naturally better at chess. Some people are just naturally better at orating. Some people are just naturally better at whatever. That's why we all have our strengths and weaknesses. That's why, let's say, if I would have played soccer and practiced soccer 24 hours a day for 15 years straight, I would have never been like Messi. Why? Because I don't have that fucking talent. So I could have never been like Messi. But there are some things that I do better than Messi. Like maybe I'm more outgoing than he is. Maybe I'm better in social settings than he is. I know he's very introverted and shy. So there are some things that I am better than him at. But playing soccer is not one of those things. So that's why I'm like 50-50 on what he said. Because yes, even if in my mind I would have had like this relentless drive to be the greatest soccer player of all time, it would have never happened because I don't have Messi's talent. So that's why I agree 50-50 with this take. But that's why I agree. No, so I guess I agree 100% with this take. I guess I agree 100% because it's true. But what's also true is anyone can accomplish whatever they want to accomplish and anyone can be successful in a certain domain. Everyone has skills and talents. It's just we all have different skill sets and different talents. Let's do one last quote to end the episode. Oh, geez, what did I just do? Okay. The best leaders understand the motivations of their team members. But a leader must never grow so close to subordinates that one member of the team becomes more important than another, or more important than the mission itself. The best leader understands the motivations of their team members. A leader is there to motivate his teams and to bring the best out of every single team member. That's what a leader is, in my opinion. A leader is not there to boss you around, to tell you what to do. A leader is there to bring the best out of you and to motivate you to become the best human being can do. So that at the end of the day, the team performs the best. That's what a leader is, in my opinion. Just like Messi with Argentina, he brought the best out of every single player. He wasn't there to boss them around. He was there to bring the best out of them. That's what a leader is, in my opinion. So guys, that's going to be it for this episode. See you next time. Peace out.